tried the demo for Bashful Adoration, an upcoming 3D platformer where you play as 4 cute little witches who have fallen in love with the same crush. This game really stood out to me because of the theme and adorable environments and characters when I first saw it. It had pretty much a little bit of everything I like: the sweets, the cutesy stuff, the witches, the romance. I love the art style and direction of the game as a whole so far in the demo. The cuteness of it all persists all throughout with both the 3D levels, the character designs, and the 2D art that appears in cutscenes. Starting off the demo, you're immediately brought into a level. This is likely something of a tutorial stage. It teaches the basics for movement, double jump, attacking, and dashing, but curiously doesn't mention anything about the witch broom that I ended up pressing a lot by instinct because it was on shift. For the demo, you're able to play as 3 out of 4 of the cute witches. For Cherry and Cassandra, the red and yellow witches, I'm not yet sure what the difference in their playstyles are because both of them had the same setup in the early stages. You do get one stage as Celeste, the blue witch. She tells the player outright that she can't use a broom. That's her special mechanic. So instead, she has potions, which allows her to make stuff float and manipulate the area around her, making up for the fact that she doesn't have a broom for extra movement. Unfortunately, you cannot play as Clover, the green witch, just yet in the demo. I'm thinking that maybe in the full game or as the player gets further in, there might be more differences between the gameplay of the different witches. Maybe they have different items or upgrades, even magic down the line, since I was honestly struggling a teensy bit with only being able to melee attack with a broom. Something to note is that this is probably the first game that I've played in quite a while where the mouse sensitivity was high. Like, I actually lowered it. Normally it's the other way around. But the platforming itself hasn't been too hard since there's a lot in your arsenal to get around, so it becomes very forgiving. I did, however, fall a lot in the tutorial stage because I wanted to try and get, like, literally everything I could see and still somehow missed a banana. I have no idea where it is. In each stage, there seems to be regular gold coins, some red coins, I'm not sure yet what they do, and banana collectibles. Sometimes there's a kitty-shaped gacha-looking item that you can hit for more coins too. Speaking of cats, I'm actually really happy to see that the items are shaped like that and that each witch has a different kind of cute little kitty in their hat. Just another, like, charm point that I like. That aside, I also did have a few unexpected gameplay styles I encountered in the demo. I'm thinking that these are all showcasing the way that things play for now, and then later on it will be interwoven into the story for a full release, so it makes more sense because I was one moment doing platforming, and then the next moment I was in a rhythm minigame where you would be batting hearts towards your crush and batting away heartbreak. It was unexpected at first, so I messed up the first run. But I redid it and I think it wasn't too hard since it's mostly just running off of your 2 mouse buttons. There was also this sledding minigame where you ride your crush. Literally. Honestly, the dialogue of this guy has been so unserious compared to what's actually happening, but I find it kind of funny. Just like when the 4 witches were discovering they all have the same crush on him, this guy just comes up and goes like, "Yo, what's good?" Personally, the hardest part of the demo was the boss fight. I think it's mostly because I'm limited to melee broom attacks. I mean, the boss difficulty was okay for a first boss, just a little disorienting for someone who is still getting used to the controls. After all, it was a bit of a spike in difficulty since all the enemies before the boss just blow away and die in one hit. Overall, I'm really excited for the full release of this game. As I mentioned, I really love the theme and style, and I also just love how much whimsy it had when I actually played through the demo. The full game is planned to release next year in 2027, so if you enjoyed or liked what you saw, you could try out the demo yourself and wishlist the game on Steam. Thank you, and see you next time!